welcome back. If you are new, my name is Nikki and we're talking about Poshmark today. Maybe something a little controversial. I don't know. We're talking about live sales affecting traditional Poshmark sales. That is probably the #1 complaint I've heard from Poshmark selling friends and great people like you that watch these videos, that since Poshmark Live has launched that you've noticed a huge dip in your sales, especially if you don't do live sales. Full disclosure, if you are new here, I always say I keep it real on this channel. I love live selling personally. I've been live selling since June of 2022. I started on Whatnot, and then when Poshmark had their second wave of like 1 million people, I started selling on Poshmark Live 2 or 3 months ago, and I love it, and I've had a huge uptick in my sales. Obviously, because I do live sales, so at any given time in a live auction, I sell like 20 to 50 items a day just with the live auction, in addition to traditional sales coming in. So I just wanted to say that, full disclosure. But I wanted to talk and give maybe some tips or information that I've heard from friends that sell on Poshmark that don't do lives, that have never done a live sale, and still get consistent sales on Poshmark and make thousands of bucks a week. Full disclosure though, the people I'm referring to are full-time resellers. I am not. I am very much a part-time reseller. I have always been for 10 years and I probably always will be. But I just wanted to talk about it. So yeah, that's the #1 complaint I've heard from sellers that don't do live on Poshmark. And I'm pretty sure you guys are right. But I think there's things you can do to make sure you still have strong sales. So what I've heard from a lot of you is that people are getting things for a more affordable price on Poshmark Live, so they're not buying as much just from traditional listings, which I kind of agree with you. This might be controversial, but I also think, you guys, I don't know, I look at Poshmark Lives, like the whole roster all day, every day, and based on the amount of active users that Poshmark says they have, something like 80 million, compared to the amount of people I see watching live at any given time, I'm like, this isn't even like 1/20th, 1/100th of the amount of active users Poshmark has. So there has to be still people buying just traditional from a listing and searching. I'm pretty sure, you guys, that's still how the majority of sales are made on Poshmark. I still get traditional sales, but I keep saying this, and I was going to do a separate video on this. I definitely think that doing Poshmark Live shows has also helped my traditional listings, because if you think about it, I'm doing like 3 to 5 auctions a week, and I'm selling 20 to 50 items in an auction, which tells the Poshmark algorithm like, wow, this girl's listing a lot. Because even when you quick list on a Poshmark Live show, that counts towards your total amount of listings. It counts towards your total amount of sales. And I've noticed it brings more activity to my closet, therefore giving me more traditional sales from people just searching things and buying things full price. I recently just did a video about the changes I've made on Poshmark in 2023 that are really working for me. You guys really enjoyed that video. I'll link it down below. One of those is selling a lot more men's items. I've been getting a ton of full price men's item sales. So check that video out, because I think it'll be helpful for those of you that don't do live sales and want to rejuvenate your closet and get sales going again. Key takeaways I've taken from some of my friends, and I'll list some of the YouTubers I watch that I know that don't do live auctions at all, that still make great money on Poshmark. But some of my friends that I've talked to personally that don't live sell, that make great money still on Poshmark, have said that what they're doing, and really it's their business model they've always focused on, is high sell-through rate. If you don't know what sell-through rate is, just give it a Google. It's basically when you're out thrifting. Let me give you a quick basic example. Let's say you're out thrifting and you find a J. Jill dress and you want to know the sell-through rate of that. So you go on eBay and you put in as much quantifiers as you can. J. Jill dress, size medium, color blue. And there's, let's say there's 100 active listings within the last 90 days. 100 available, okay? 100 available for sale. And then what you do to find out the sell-through rate is then you then go through the little filters on eBay and you click sold. And let's say there's 100 that have sold in 90 days. So there's 100 listed and 100 sell. That would be 100% sell-through rate. That's amazing. That means that's probably, if you bought that item and listed it, it's gonna sell within 90 days, almost with 100% certainty. Let's say there were 100 available and 50 sold. That's 50% sell-through rate. That's still really great. But if you're trying to move things quickly and you wanna see a lot of sales consistently, you want to focus on that high sell-through rate item. Now, if you only buy thrifted items, that can be tricky, but I switched to that model years ago with my thrifted items. Unless the sell-through rate is like above 70%, I usually won't pick it up. That's not always the case. Sometimes I just find things that I really love or things that I just need to buy to get listed, and the sell-through rate's not that great. It's like 30% or 40%. And I know that that item could sit for a year, maybe 2, but eventually it will sell. So that's not 100% what I do all the time, but that was just a basic lesson on high sell-through rate. And so my friends that don't do live auctions that get consistently good sales on Poshmark have said they focus on high sell-through rate items. A lot of them don't do liquidation. They like to hand pick their items from the thrift store, from the bin, so that they can know the sell-through rate and know that the item is going to sell quickly. That's my number one tip. That's what everyone has told me, that if you focus on those high sell-through rate items, even if you don't do lives, you're still gonna get those sellers, you're still gonna get those buyers, and you're still gonna make the money because you have bought items that people are looking for. Of course, you don't just have to focus on sell-through rate. You could focus on really hot items. An example that comes to my mind is Skims. I have only found Skims at the thrift store like 2 or 3 times, but I'm just thinking of like things that are really popular, or Canada Goose or Montclair, I don't know. If you have those really coveted one-off items too, of course that helps. I mean, these are all the basics that a lot of you know. The high sell-through rate may be not so common, but of course, consistently listing even through the tough times, friends. I know it is so hard to keep listing when you've had like days or a week or 2 weeks without a single sale. I know it is hard, but I feel like reselling, I've learned this over the last 10 years, is very much a roller coaster with a lot of ups and downs. And if you stop being consistent, that future time, you're just gonna put yourself further and further behind. You know what I mean? I find that when I'm consistently listing daily, even when I have maybe a couple days or like I said, a week without a sale, as long as I keep listing through that, the sales come back, friends. The sales come back. Think about it. Tax refund season is coming up. I didn't even think about that until I started seeing commercials for like H&R Block. People spend money. I know that we're in a wonky economy time, so maybe people won't be spending as much as they usually do, but they spend money, friends. So just think about that. Just keep consistently listing and make sure you're really focusing on sell-through rate if you can, because that's what's going to get you the sales even if you are not a live seller. So this is kind of a quick video. I don't know, it's a little bit chatty, but I wanted to discuss that because anytime I do a sale, do a video about doing live sales on Poshmark or whatnot, people are consistently saying, oh, my sales are horrible on Poshmark since live selling, or my sales have really gone down. And I hope you guys know, like, eBay is doing a live auction selling situation too. They're just a little behind the 8 ball, but that's coming too. It's just the way of the future, friends. And I know it's not for everybody, and that's totally fine. But I personally believe, call me the girl with the rose-colored glasses, I just believe that you can still be a successful reseller without ever doing live selling. I also believe that live selling is the way of the future, but that doesn't mean that you can't have a successful reselling business without live selling. You totally can, friends. I mean, and you can just block the noise. Don't pay attention to the live selling stuff if you know it's not for you. A lot of you have told me you've tried it, you didn't like it, it wasn't for you. Maybe you have anxiety, it's just not fun, you're not getting enough sales, you're not making enough money. You don't have to have a successful reselling business to do that. I will link some of the channels, like I said, that I currently watch, that they currently don't live sell. Maybe they may start in the future. and they have really successful Poshmark businesses. So hopefully you found this helpful. I just wanted to chat with you guys because you guys seem to really be interested in the Poshmark content. I've been posting a lot more, I'm just chatting at this point. I've been posting a lot more short form content here on YouTube, and YouTube is loving me for it. So if any of you are watching that are YouTubers, I definitely recommend posting YouTube shorts because that's what the YouTube algorithm seems to like. And I am getting so many more subscribers so much quicker than I ever have on this channel because I've been posting YouTube shorts like 2 to 3 times a week. Hopefully you guys enjoy the short form content. That's another thing that I know some people either love it or hate it. Like you either love TikTok and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, or you don't like it at all. But all of these platforms are pushing short form content. That's just the way of the future. That's what Gen Z and everybody younger than them wants, and so that's what the platforms want. I personally love watching short form content. I mostly watch it on TikTok, but I've even started watching it on YouTube because I've been posting more reels and just watching them, and I really like it. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that, but don't worry, these long form videos are not going anywhere. We're still gonna have multiples every week, and I need to start posting on my new YouTube channel. For those of you that don't know, I started a new YouTube channel that's going to be like beauty, mommy, lifestyle focused, and I haven't posted on there in weeks, and I want to get more consistent there. So hopefully you've been enjoying the short form content and the Poshmark content. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let's all be nice. You guys are always usually pretty nice, but I feel like we can converse and not agree or agree in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you soon. The day you're watching this, I have a Poshmark auction if you're interested in just coming to hang out, or if you want to buy something. If you've been watching the short form content, I've been doing $3 luxury sales once a week on Poshmark, where I start a luxury handbag or shoes at $3. And it's been great, friends. I've been making great profit. The buyers have been getting great deals. It brings a lot of new viewers. So I'll leave a link to that auction down below if you want to check it out. It's either the day you're watching this or the day after. I can't remember, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe. We're close to 11K, friends, and I will see you soon.